Hey guys, it's Nyjah. Welcome back to my channel, Celestial Mind. So I'm wearing my flower crown again. Honestly, this is just a way for me to keep in track and keep in order which videos are for my main channel and which videos are for my spirituality channel. So hopefully you don't mind seeing my flower crown. Maybe eventually I'll get another one. I just like to wear it for this channel because it makes me feel like a goddess and I love it. Okay, you guys. So today's video is going to be all about how to interpret your dreams. Now this is a loaded topic, so we will not get to absolutely everything in regards to interpreting your dreams, but I will share with you guys the knowledge that I have about interpreting your dreams and how I use dream interpretation as a divination skill. People have been using their dreams to interpret the future or interpret things that are going on in their life since the beginning of time. Okay, you guys, your dreams are a way of your subconscious mind communicating with you. It's also a way for your angels, your guides, your celestial and galactic team to communicate with you. It's also ways to get messages from the divine or from God. So it's really important, okay? When people say that they don't dream, that is not true. You have hundreds of dreams every night. Sometimes you remember them, sometimes you don't. I'll explain to you guys sometimes why you may not remember certain dreams or why it may feel like you're not dreaming at all. But yeah, if this video topic is something that's interesting to you, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and we're gonna jump right into it. I have my notes right here on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's what we're doing. Okay guys, so number one, let's talk about the location of your dream. So the location of your dream can tell you a lot about where you are in life. So for me, for example, I'll dream about me living in different houses from different periods of my lifetime. So like when I was a child, I had a childhood home, and sometimes when I dream, I always envision myself in that home. Now that example is telling me that the dream interpretation or the dream is symbolic of something that has to do with my upbringing or something that has to do with the way that I have grown up or my roots, if you will. Sometimes I'll have dreams about, you know, me being at home, but it's a home that I've never been to before. This is you know, a way to predict the future or saying this is how you will be in the future or this is where you are in the future. It also could be that this is a time of confusion. You don't know where you are, therefore the dream is symbolic of a time of confusion because you've never been to this place before. It's somewhere new, somewhere uncharted. Okay, so this is just an example of how you can use the locations in your dream to help to decipher what's going on in your dream. So really pay attention to where you are in your dream. If you're in a park, this could mean something that has to do with Mother Nature or connecting back to, you know, connecting back to nature or connecting more to spirituality or connecting with your spirituality. If you are around water or if you're like at the beach or if you're in the ocean, something like that, that is symbolic of your emotions. So a very emotional time or something that really heavily has to do with how you feel. Okay, so location is extremely important in your dream. I highly suggest whenever you have a dream to look up what the location means to you. Don't just Google search it on the internet and expect that to be the answer for you. With everything with interpreting your dreams, you want to intuitively feel that that is the message for you. Okay, so don't just take what people say as law. You really want to make sure it resonates with you. So something that's really important in dreams are the location. Okay, so the next thing that you can use to help to interpret your dreams are movement. The movement that's happening in your dreams, whether you're walking in your dreams, running in your dreams, falling in your dreams, driving a car in your dreams. All these things are symbolic, and I'm going to break down to you guys what certain things mean so that whenever you have a dream and you dream about, you know, driving, you'll know what that means. Okay, so the first example is running. Maybe you've had a dream where you're running, okay, or maybe you always dream about running. So what that means when you dream about running, it is an indication of you trying to get away from something, or you're trying to, you know, leave something in the past, or you feel like something is haunting you. Not physically haunting you like a spirit or something, but it's just an example that you're trying to get out of something or get away from something. Something is troubling you and you're trying to get away from it. So a way to decipher that is if you see yourself running in a dream, ask yourself, what are you running from? Do you see anything that you're running from? Or, you know, look at the location. Where are you running at? Maybe you see yourself running on a track. That means you're trying to get away from something that has to do with, you know, the path that you're on, but you guys know a track just goes in a circle. Maybe you're trying to outrun a habit that you always have or something of that sort. Okay, so it's very symbolic to pair up the location of where you are with the movement of what you're doing. Another example of movement in your dreams is if you see yourself falling. This is really important. A lot of people will say that they have dreams of falling, or they're falling out of the sky, or falling out of something. It doesn't matter what. So when you dream about yourself falling from a dream, or in a dream, this could be an example of feeling like, one, you're not supported, and so you're fearful of not being supported. Two, it could be an example of being let down or feeling let down. It could be an example of a number of things. You have to ask yourself, how are you feeling in the dream? Once I had a dream that I was falling, but I felt myself slowly ascending as if I was on a cloud. That's not necessarily a negative feeling. So you definitely want to, you know, keep into consideration the movement of your dream and how you feel doing that movement. Another example, I always have dreams about me driving. So when you're driving, that's symbolic of your life path, or you being on your life path. So sometimes I'll have a dream that I'm driving, but I'm in the trunk of my car. That's a symbolization of me not feeling in control of my life. So you guys can see how these different ideas, or these different visualizations in your dream is an example of you know, what's going on in your reality, or what's going on with you when you're awake. So I find that's extremely interesting. So if you have a dream about you driving, or of you trying to drive but the car is out of control, that's probably an indication that you're not in control of your life, or you don't feel like you're in control of the situation, which happens all the time. Another example, if you have a dream that you're driving but your car is broken, this could be symbolic of, you know, either something in your life not working and you need to fix it, or something, you know, needs to be repaired, something needs to be handled so that you can, you know, drive efficiently or continue in your life efficiently. Okay, so these are just some ideas of what movement in your dreams means. Running, falling, walking, driving, it's all symbolic. Okay, the next example is people. Seeing people in your dreams. So seeing people in your dreams is always, it can be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. It just depends on who the person is, if you know them or if they're a stranger. So I'll give you an example. If you have a dream and you see an old friend that you haven't talked to in a very long time, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be talking to that friend again, but it could mean that somebody from your past is coming back, and it uses that vision of somebody from your past, even if it's not that particular person that's coming back. Maybe it is that particular person coming back, but just the fact that it's somebody from your past, your brain kind of recognizes, oh, I used to know that person in elementary school and I just had a dream about them. Maybe that means somebody from the past is coming back. Or, oh, I just had a dream about my ex, and you know, I haven't thought about him, but I just randomly had a dream about him. What could that possibly mean? That could mean that somebody that you used to be romantically involved with from the past is coming back. Doesn't necessarily have to be that person, but it does symbolize somebody from the past coming back. Okay, so it's really like a Six of Cups kind of energy, that nostalgic kind of energy, if you guys read the tarot. So yeah, that's something really interesting. Another thing is seeing a stranger. If you have a dream that you're hanging out with somebody that you don't really know in real life, this could be symbolic of a stranger or somebody new coming into your life, somebody that you don't know. If you're in the dream, you're hanging out with a stranger and you have a really great time, maybe this is a symbology. I keep saying symbology, but I don't think that is a word. Maybe this is symbolic of somebody from your past coming back, or not from your past, somebody new coming into your life and you really hitting it off with them and really having a great experience with them. Okay, so people really do play a key role in your dreams. Let's say you have a dream about a family member. This could mean that the matter that you're dreaming about has to do with that family member, or is involving some aspect of your family. Maybe saying that you need to, you know, reach out to your family, communicate with your family, check if they're doing okay. So yeah, that's something that you can do. And looking at the people in your dream is really going to tell you you know, what's going on? Is this person familiar? Are these strangers? You know, what's going on? How do they make you feel? Okay, really important. The next thing after people are animals. Do you dream about animals? So animals can mean a few different things. So if you dream about animals in your dream, this could be your spirit guide. If you keep seeing the same animal again and again in your dreams, it could be a spirit guide that is with you, and they're coming to you in the form of this animal because they know that you understand that it's like a protecting and guiding kind of energy. Or maybe, you know, it's symbolic of how you need to be acting. So sometimes, like if you see, what's a good example? I think I wrote an example. So like if you see a snake in your dream, it can mean a number of things. It just depends. So usually snakes are deceptive, but also a snake could be a symbol of higher knowledge. Okay, so it just depends. Another example, if you see a rat in your dream, that could be a symbol of uncleanliness, but also the rat is symbolic for a few other things as well. So you want to look up what each animal represents and see how that affects you in your life. Is that symbolic of you, or is that symbolic of something around you, the energy around you? Another example, if you have a dream about a sloth, what do we know about sloths? They're very lethargic, very slow moving animals. So maybe you asked yourself a question before you went to sleep and you see a sloth in your dream. That means that whatever you asked about is going to be happening in very slow moving motion, or whatever it is that you're, you know, are wanting to manifest, it's going to be a very slow transition into that manifestation. So that is a way that you can use animals to help to guide you and kind of get an understanding of what's going on in your dream. It's not every time, like sometimes you'll have an animal and it doesn't really stand out to you. Anything that you dream about that you're trying to interpret, just make sure that it stands out to you, and I'm sure that it did stand out to you, or else you probably wouldn't be able to remember it. So that's another fun thing about how to interpret your dreams. Look at the people and also look at the animals. And really do some research on the animals, what they mean, if it could be your spirit guide, or just what are the characteristics of the animal, what are they known for. Like if you have a dream about an ant, this could mean that you need to be, you know, having teamwork or collaborating. They're small but they're mighty. Okay, so definitely look into what these animal totems mean. It's going to give you clarity into your dream. Okay, the next thing that I want to say is reading your emotions during the dream. So a really great way to interpret your dreams is ask yourself, how do I feel about this dream? Does this dream make you feel happy, or does the dream make you feel anxious? Does the dream make you feel worried, or does the dream make you feel excited? Understanding how you feel in your dreams is also a really great key point on how to interpret the dream. For example, if you have a dream that you're, you know, standing on a hill and the sky is really gray and gloomy and it's raining, okay, and you feel, you know, kind of worried and sad, that is an indication that this dream may not be a positive dream. Therefore, maybe something not so positive is going to come up, or maybe that's an example that your energy is going to be low in the next day, or, you know, you're going to be feeling down and you want to figure out why. Or let's say you have a dream that you're on the beach and the sun is really big and bright and beaming on your skin and everything feels great. That is an indication that, you know, that is a positive dream. It gives you positive emotions. This is going to be a positive outcome. Okay, so that's just a way to, you know, use the weather in the dream to interpret how you're feeling. How does the dream make you feel? This is going to let you know if the dream is positive or negative. So always, 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 whenever you're trying to interpret your dreams, ask yourself how that dream made you feel. Okay, this one's just for fun, but I used to, and still do sometimes, have dreams about my teeth falling out. And I know some of you guys do too, because this is a very symbolic thing. So what does it mean when you have a dream about your teeth falling out? It can mean a few different things. It could mean poor oral hygiene. It could also mean, you know, somebody is telling a lie, you know, so maybe it's not your teeth that are falling out, but it's someone else's teeth that's falling out. It might mean that they're not being honest, or you're not being honest, or you're not telling the truth, or you're not telling the whole story. Another example of like your teeth falling out, it could be a sign of aging, like you're going to realize that you're aging soon. It could also be a sign of just being sneaky or deceptive, like I said. So yeah, just because one person says that something means this thing, you don't know really what it means until you look at all of these things: the location, the emotions, the movement of the dream, any animals in the dream. All of this stuff matters. Who's in the dream? Okay, so yeah, you guys, I hope this was a good little introduction into how to read your dreams, or how to decipher your dreams. And you can really use your dreams as a divination tool, even without trying. Just allow yourself to dream about what you want to dream about. Set the intention before you go to bed that your dream will give you clarity into what is going on in your life. If there's something you're trying to manifest, set the intention that you will see that manifestation in your dream, so that you have an idea that you're on your path. You can even ask your angels, your guides, and your helpers, or God, to send you a sign in your dream, or to, maybe sometimes you'll see deities in your dream, or any figure that you're working with, or sometimes a figure will come to you. Like once I was sleeping and Thoth came to me, and I never researched him before, the Egyptian god, and I was like, wow, that was weird. I've never dreamed about a deity before, but they came to me. And when that happens, you really want to research what they're about, what they symbolize. Maybe that could be somebody that you want to work with, or maybe they're just here to teach you a lesson, or maybe you just were watching a show the day before and they showed up in your dream. That happens sometimes too. And if that happens, if you're doing something during the day and then at night you see either that person or that thing, maybe you're watching a movie and Tom Cruise was in the movie, and you go to sleep and you see Tom Cruise, it's not necessarily meaning that you're going to meet Tom Cruise. It could just mean that subconsciously you're still thinking about that thing that you watched earlier today, which is why it's so important to guard your mind and don't allow yourself to watch a lot of like brutal or hideous things on TV, like people being violent or getting hurt and things like that, because subconsciously you can store that information, and then you have a bad dream or you have a nightmare, let's say about a serial killer, and you can't understand why you had that dream. Well, it's not because that's going to happen to you, but it's just because subconsciously you're retaining that information, and now it is seeping into your subconscious mind via your dreams. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helps. Definitely start to read into your dreams. If you're somebody who doesn't dream and you want to have more dreams, set the intention, and from now on, every single time that you do have a dream, write it down. If you're somebody who wants to strengthen your intuition and strengthen your dreams, you need to every single morning write down your dreams as soon as you have them, because if you don't, that's an indication that you don't really care about your dreams and you're not really trying to recall them. The more that you have a dream and you write it out or you write about it, that is strengthening that memory, or strengthening that muscle that helps you to retain information from your dreams. And eventually your angels, your guides, your helpers will help you to remember your dreams and to retain that information, especially if they're trying to give you a particular message. Okay, so those are all my tips today. That is how you interpret your dreams. Like I said, this was just a little snippet of it. There are many books and videos on how to interpret your dreams. If you guys really like the topic, I'd be happy to go into more detail and go into more depth about it. I'm really into dream work. I think it's really excellent and it's very fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if it's your first time seeing me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.